What is up, my golden boys and girls? Chandler here. It's really early morning, mainly because I have work at 10 and I have school all the way till 4, so I am not gonna have a lot of time today to do a video, so I decided to do a real quick one early. It's currently 8:17, so I gotta be out of here by like 9:45. Eat breakfast, and I thought I'm showered, I'm dressed, I can do a video real quick, and I did not know what to do, but hey, it's a good thing all this stuff exists. So we're going to be going over my Beyblade collection, and when people ask me if it's big, I say, yeah, kinda. So we're going to start from the top and make our way down. So let's start with this Metal Fight case. So this is where I house most of my god layers, or actually I think all of my stock god layers. You can see like Tornado Wyvern, Maximum Garuda, God Valkyrie, Strike God Valkyrie, Guardian Kirbyus, like all that stuff. They all just get stocked up in there. Pretty cool case. I like it. They store pretty well. They do bend this little back area a little bit, but you know, it's whatever. Fafnir doesn't do it at all because the Nothing Driver saves it. But yeah, I also noticed that these are all defense types and these are all stamina types. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much that for the blue case. Move that aside. Next, we have two cases with a couple of stickers on them. So we have this case with the Pyra drinking your tears and Captain Falcon and Mario's Forward Air. I don't know. Those stickers were printed out by Kivo of my request, so yeah. But both these cases, you can probably see already, contain Chosey. Now, not like all of Chosey, but like the ones I primarily would keep together for videos, like Hades, Phoenix, Ragnarok. These are all ones that it would be together in general. But yeah, so nothing too special. Nothing too rare in here either. Maybe Dead Hades is like the rarest thing in there. But yeah, that is the two small 6 cases. Next up, we are moving down to my Metal Fight. I don't really have them organized in any specific order. They're just kind of thrown in here, but you can see my black and gold LG Medio Cyber Pegasus that definitely needs a new coat of a new powder coat. You can see Wind Aquario. You can see Matt Cancer, Clay Aries that doesn't have the right clear whale, Norse Cancer, Flame Libra, Scythe Chronos. Still need to do a video on it. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff in there. Nothing much to really go over in here. I mean, I could spend the entire video going over like some of my favorite Metal Fight stuff, but that would take a while, so we're not going to do that. That was the Metal Fight case. Next up is, of course, the plastic case. Now, this is the one that I don't use anymore. I just have a bunch of stickers on it because I did use it back in the day, but inside you can see a lot of plastic stuff. You can see the Dragoons, you can see Metal and Cyber, you can see Dronzers, Driggers, Wolborgs, Gigars and Zeus. I could probably put you with the Wolborgs, because you're kind of a Wolborg. And yeah, you got Driggers. Yeah, it's pretty cool. My whole launch setup's just disassembled there. Gaia Dragoon V, Burning Kerberos, Spike Lizard. A lot of V-Force stuff in here. Sparkling Attacker. That one weird Japanese kids TV show version. Pretty cool. Alright, so next up we're moving on to pretty much everything from now on out is going to be burst. So these are 2 cases. And on the top you can see this is where I store all of the sparking bays, or the stock sparking bays. As you can see, we have pretty much everything. I think that's actually everything. Hang on. yeah, every random booster bay, just pretty much every standard release, not random booster, like random boosters stuff and other bays, just kind of stock. But yeah, no, like first Uranus. This case, I want to buy more of them so I can store like GT like this. I could store Chosey like this, and then I want to be able to store DB like this. And this case is a lot shallower than the case I'm going to show you next, which why it's pretty much great for just storing single Beyblades. So do now go down and we slide that up. Remove. So this case is kind of this is a case I would use if I went to a tournament for competitive stuff, but luckily it is not filled with anything competitive. It's just like spare stuff and stuff I like to keep together, and some 3D print stuff. So I got my 2 launchers that I will use for videos there, which are just the standard DB launcher and the Power Right Spin launcher. You can see all of the stuff from Beyblade Burst DB plus Death Solomon. You can see Extinct Phoenix. You can see Panic Bahamut. And then you can see Genesis is still in kind of full working order. It just needs a new chip, so I'm using Lucifer for the time being, but sorry for the sun, but yeah, that still works. You can see Lost Longinus and Victory Valkyrie. This thing. Rare Chassis Rage. Gold Turbo Knockout. Yeah, pretty much just a bunch of cool stuff in there. This, like I said, if I were gonna have like a competitive case, this would be the case because I could store layers in here, types of discs in there, so single cores, and then I could store chassis there. It would be such an easy system to work with, and I could still have space for like 2 launchers. So yeah, and it's completely clear top, so it's pretty cool. So like, I can stack these however I please, and I feel like if I get more of them, I can stack more of them and just have a better storage system. Of course, to compare to the storage of what you're about to see, I would need like 12 of these to compare to the storage that these 3 that I have up here would have. So you can already see it's pretty big. So we are going to start from the bottom, and then we're going to make our way up. And I dropped the tripod. Whoa, okay. Woo, just flung the camera like halfway across the room. So the first case is the newest case, the one I got like a couple weeks ago. This is drivers and some other attachments. So you can see tons and tons of drivers. I think this is gonna turn into a category for metal drivers pretty soon, as more and more of them release. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do with the attachments, but I'll figure it out this. So we have dash drivers, attack drivers, stamina drivers, defense drivers, and balance drivers. So the dash drivers are organized by attack and balance usually has other types because there's usually more attack drivers than there are other types. So, and also metal drivers you can see are stored in here as well. You can see metal will survive. Then we have the attack drivers. Top part is plastic and metal contact tips. The bottom is rubber tips. Stamina tips are the top tips are kind of like a free spin shaft versions of tips. So like you got cycle, revolve, eternal, absorb, bearing. They all have like free spin shafts or just free spin rings on them. This one is funny because I didn't know how to organize them without having it be rather even. I just sorted them because these ones are black. That's pretty fun. And lastly, mode change drivers, non-mode change drivers. So that's drivers. We also have the electric drivers, hybrid, ignition, and then we have 2 generates. I don't know why I have 2 generates. Okay, so next up on the agenda, we have, I'm pretty sure, ooh, it's heavy. Yeah, it's the heavy one, of course, is discs. OG Mama. So, lot to go over. Chassis, you already know that most of my sparking stuff are assembled. I have chassis organized by double chassis, single chassis with no gimmick, single chassis with gimmick. So you'll see like 1D and other chassis like that in there. Anyway, next up down, we have core discs like from GT and on, so, or standard discs. So we have Nexus. We have like, and then we have like Paradox, Around, all that cool stuff. So yeah. Then we have painted non-core discs. So you'll see like painted Zenith, painted Polish, painted Heavy, painted Triple, another painted Zenith, painted Arrows, stuff like that. Then we have, of course, basically just normal like classic discs and outer. And over here is the frames, so we have all the frames in there. Better storage than I had for my frames before, because the one I had before was very unreliable. You can see a couple of dagger frames in there, a couple of... Yeah, there's a lot of frames in here. Next up we have, of course, our core discs. You can see 12, 7, 00, Aero Dash, stuff like that are in here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we, of course, have painted core discs. So you got like 3, 1 dash, 00, 0, 7. I'm pretty sure there's 100% a better way to store these because the paint will get soaked up over time. But I'm not really that worried about it. So that was the discs case. And I can just pop it right on top of the drivers. Lastly, we of course have layers. So, oh boy, it's very deorganized right now, but you can see that that should be there first off. It's organized by type. We have attack, except this one's pretty much just Valkyries. Then we have stamina, balance, defense. And these are the only two that actually have specific things. These are for Valkyrie and Spriggan, because there are a lot of them. And this one is like, sometimes I'll put like a whole evolution line in a part of a case. I'd put Ragnarok's down here. Fafnir's are usually up here. And then just miscellaneous stuff go with them, because I don't have enough, I should not be storing just one of them. Nothing too rare. You can see like Royal King Spriggan in here. You can see like this thing, see Achilles. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, Holy Knight God Valkyrie's in there. But yeah, overall, pretty cool storage. I like the storage methods that I have right now. So, yeah. It's not bad. So, yeah, that pretty much does it. I'm not going to go over my launchers or my stadiums, because that would be a video that's, like, way longer than it needs to be. This video is already 14 minutes long on its own. But like I said, or as I've been saying, like, storage is very important. I personally think that if you can, you should 100% invest in storage if you have a decent-sized collection. It just makes a lot of things easier, and it usually is of no problem. So, Guilty Long in a stream is probably going to be later tonight, where I do a bunch of testing with it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Anyway, Thank you all so much for watching. I'm just trying to get the collection set up so I can just kind of take a picture of everything kind of just stacked up. So then I can do a thumbnail and then I can head out. So there you guys go. Oh, I gotta really zoom out for this one. All right, well, there's the collection. It's big. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day. Stay safe, stay awesome. And I'm gonna slap it. Beyblade.